What's up everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And welcome to some Forza Motorsport. I was gonna say 8, but it's not really 8. It's technically just the next Forza Motorsport title, which is coming out October 10th, later this year. So, in today's video I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we saw over the past few days. So if you guys are unfamiliar and you don't know what was going on, basically they released not only a trailer, but they also released gameplay demo of a bit of a career mode. And they've gone into a bit of depth talking about a couple of new features and new things. And I have to share them in today's video due to the fact that one of them is incredibly game-changing. Really game-changing. I don't know if this will change for the future of every single Forza, or if it's just going to be for this motorsport game right now. But I think it's going to be a massive change. And already there are countless people split in the community not knowing if they like this or they hate it. So in today's video I'm going to talk about that as well as everything else. So like I said, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay just so you guys can see what's going on. So you can see all the menus and everything are more simplified looking. They just look cleaner. I love the new look of the UI. I think it looks great. Very cool. Everything is just all there in a tiny section. You don't have to scroll through different menus using like your triggers or the bumpers in your controller or anything like that. It's all in front of you. Very easy to access. It's just better in my opinion that everything is in front of you and it's easy to get to. Basically in the gameplay demo that they decided to showcase, again, this is not a final quality or whatever, not a final design, I guess, or it's probably not going to look exactly the same once this is released. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So this is where we start off with. We have career mode, we have featured multiplayer, we have free play, rivals, and then private multiplayer. Pretty self-explanatory. What's going on over here? And then as you scroll down, you probably have cars, your driver, you have photos and photo mode, and then you have the store and the settings. I'm guessing is what the little icons on the left are, which makes perfect sense. Now they go into an event in the career mode where you can see a bunch of different ones. You have vintage hatch, retro tuners, classic sport, all that sort of stuff, and he goes into the built for sport series. It looks like there's a lot. It looks like there's a lot of different things to try and do, which is good because in Forza Motorsport 7, they actually ended up having a lot of stuff to do as well, which is very good. And it's harder for people to unlock everything, which is what I'm going to get to later on. So, built for sport, basically you get a standard car, whatever car you want to get started off with, and you have the Nissan Z, which is what they decided to choose here for their event, and you started with completely stock. Now here's the thing with this car. I don't think you have to start with the car completely stock, but I'm pretty sure for some of these events you do. So here's the thing. Here's a little showcase of the difficulty. The difficulty will earn you more credits and also I think extra car points if I remember correctly. Or maybe it doesn't earn you any car points, but it does earn you extra credits. But here's the thing, right? All the old system is kind of out. It's not really the same anymore exactly. It's kind of similar. I know they wanted to make it so it's completely different. They're like, oh, you can now run with traction control on and stability control on, and you'll still get the same amount of points because it shouldn't really affect you or whatever. But that's not really true because it still does the same thing. I don't know why they put the thing on. Like, I guess traction control and ABS and all that sort of stuff has been taken out of the equation, but they went through a really long-winded process, even like in the interview when they were asking him, you know, like all these differences between, you know, driving with these assists on or not, and it's not the same anymore as it was before. It's like it kind of is. They just kind of got rid of the assists, right? They got rid of that from being in the difficulty. So as you can see on the screen, there are still difficulty settings which you can change, and apparently completely wiped rubber banding. He said it himself. These are quotes from his mouth. They don't have rubber banding in the game anymore. Very cool. Which means that if you have really high-end drive tires, like really difficult drive tires, they're going to be very difficult to beat. You have to be perfect with your driving to do so. Or you can crash into them and push them off the road and stuff like that, which is what I'd probably end up doing. Because it's more fun to do that. Yeah, when you're racing online, it's not fun to do that to people, but like when you're racing offline against drive tires, I mean, like what? Do they have like feelings or whatever? It doesn't matter. But anyway, as you can see, the higher you go on this setup here that you have, which is Club Sport, Expert, and all that sort of stuff, you can increase the difficulty and you can increase your payout afterwards. Now, he is just in open practice before anything happens, and he's on the Kailami circuit, which is in South Africa. And yeah, he's just driving around a little bit, just getting used to the car. I mean, visually, the game looks absolutely stunning. It just looks really, really good. I mean, this is a recording of the thing, so it's probably not going to look as good for you guys watching this thing. But if you're going to play it, I'm guessing it's going to look miles better. Plus, this was done in like 4K and stuff like that. So you can watch the entire thing on 4K, or in 4K, sorry, on YouTube yourselves. So you can check it out and see what it's like there. But again, keep in mind that even then, it's already compressed and it looks worse than it actually is. So when you're playing the game, it actually will end up looking even better than what it does now. So basically what they did is they showcased a little bit of the way the car drives, and then they ended up bringing it to a stop and showing you how you can change the time of day, the weird weather effects and all that sort of stuff. You can change all of that, which will of course change the tire grip for the track, which is something that they really went in depth with. Apparently now there's like 48 times more contact patches with the tire on the road, like instead of being like 7 or whatever it was before. Anyway, it's something ridiculous. They ended up making tires a massive deal in this game. Even tire pressures will cause a huge difference in the way the car handles, apparently. That's what they say. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see the way that they ended up changing all that stuff, and it's for the better. So again, as you can see, you can now challenge the grid, so you can position yourself in wherever you want. Of course, the higher you go up to the top, the less credits you get as a bonus, and then you do the race, and that's pretty much it. You start off doing the race, you do whatever it is that you're doing. Now here is the thing. After all of this is the thing that splits the community in half, in my opinion. I've seen many people, content creators especially, voice their opinions about this and saying that they hate the new system. They think it's a terrible new system due to the fact that you actually have to drive your cars to be able to earn the upgrades. You can't just go into the shop and buy whatever you want. If you have a bajillion credits, you actually have to earn your points. So as you can see, car XP points or car level, you will end up earning as you're doing races, as you're doing rewards and stuff like that. This dude got 16,000 car XP points. He's at car level 22. I can't even speak anymore. And then, of course, he will end up, you know, unlocking a bunch of different rewards. Meaning, those rewards are just him allowing himself to upgrade his car. Now, like I said, here's the thing. Now, the outrage for this was that every single car separately has to be driven to be able to unlock parts for it. And I don't see the issue here. I don't understand it. This will make the game's life expectancy, or whatever you want to call it, the amount of time that you'll be able to play this game, much longer than what the previous Forzas were like. So if I was to go right now into Forza Motorsport 7, I can buy whatever car I want, I can build it any way I want, and that's it. I'll be done with that car and I'll be bored after 5 minutes of driving it because I've already checked it out, I've seen what it's like, and I get to move on and do something else. With this, you actually drive the car, you get used to it, you start upgrading it, it gets better, and turning this process of something that lasts about 5 minutes to something that lasts, let's say, like half an hour. You get what I mean? So, yes, for people that are super impatient, especially in a world nowadays where everybody's super impatient and everybody wants everything instantly, you don't know what you want, because if you get it instantly, you'll get bored of it a lot quicker and you'll just stop playing it. That's the same thing that happened with a bunch of different games, man. Need for Speed being the major culprit here. You gave us the story for Need for Speed, it was too short, finish the story, and there's nothing else to do in the game. You get what I mean? So, I want to have replayability in games, and this is the thing that will bring replayability in Forza Motorsport, and I think it's such a good idea. I think it's a very good idea. Also, to earn better rewards or to increase your payout for all of these sort of things, the harder the drive it is, the more you get. I don't get that either. That's also like something that baffles my mind, how people could just say, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I want to be able to play on amateur and still be able to get the same amount of credits and stuff like that. So why? It just defeats the purpose of playing this game. You can still, also, by the way, you don't have to do events or races or whatever to earn car XP, or whatever you want to call it, like basically to level up your car level. You don't have to go into races to do that. He said you can do it anywhere. So I'm guessing it's like mileage points. I guess you could just go anywhere you want. He said even in free play you could just go drive around for a little bit and then you can earn your points. So it doesn't matter where you get it. Just using the car will give you XP to level it up, to level the car level up so you can unlock the parts for it. So I don't see the issue here. I really don't. It's so much better in my opinion. And with having like 500 different cars in the game, it'll give you an endless choice to modify and upgrade whatever you want as many times as you want. You just have to put the time and effort in to play it. I much prefer this system to the regular system that we have now in the current games. It forces people to play the game more. It forces people to unlock things, to be able to actually enjoy it, instead of everything being given to you at the very beginning. The progression system for the game, I think, has improved drastically. I've seen people, like I said, complain about the system because they don't have everything at launch now instantly. And it's mostly like a bunch of content creators that I've seen this. And it's not just them, but it's them and their communities as well. So, and they're making this argument that what if you're playing this game, you know, a lot rarer than other people? Like us as content creators, we play this game basically all the time, or we will end up playing this game all the time. And we make videos on it and stuff like that. But what if you're the dude that's, you know, in work 9 to 5, he comes home and starts playing a game, he plays for maybe like an hour or so, and then he goes off. So, well, if he does that like 5 days, let's say, he doesn't play on the weekend, or he only plays on a weekend, and he plays, I don't know, like 6-7 hours. I mean, if he drives around for about, what, half an hour with a car, and he enjoys it or whatever, and he levels it up, that's like, what, 12 cars a week he can level up. Like, it's just nothing. Even for the regular person, it's just nothing. Again, we don't really know exactly how many points we actually get, but this dude got like 16k points, and he leveled up past level 20, and past level 20, sorry, he leveled up past level 22, and he got his level 20 rewards. He ended up leveling up like 3 times at least during that one race that he did in the Nissan Z in this gameplay demo. And he barely did anything. He just did like a race. So it's not like it's going to take an insanely long amount of time to get it. It's just an extra step to get these things, basically forcing you to play the game a little bit more. So this is the issue that I have. Is like, people just want everything to be given to them at the very beginning, and then they complain that the game has no life, and they complain that they want better progression in the game, and that they want more things to be in the game. Instead of more things being in the game, make things a little bit more difficult to get, and then you'll appreciate them better. Does that make sense? That's what my take is on this. I want the game to be replayable. I want to come back and earn things. I want to come back and play the game to unlock things and to get more things. I don't know. It's a bit of a grinding aspect, I guess, to the game, but there's so many different cups and different championships and everything that you can do that I feel like there's so many different ways to unlock all these different type of cars. And of course, the same thing, as I've said before, you don't have to do them in actual championships. You can just drive them around. If I want to take the Z out and drift for about 5 laps just to see what it's like, and then I'll end up unlocking like 10 levels or whatever it is, fair enough, you know? Like, it's not like it's that difficult to understand. That's pretty much my take on this game. I think visually this game looks beautiful. I have never had an issue with Forza Motorsport 7 looking bad anyway. And that game is old. That game's like 5 years old or something right now. It looks beautiful. I think it still looks great. This game, I'm guessing, is also going to look better. They changed the car sounds and the environment sounds as well. They ended up changing a bunch of different dynamics with the suspension and the way the cars handle. So that's a huge difference now. That makes the game apparently a lot better. Starting cars are about 500 cars at the very beginning at launch, and they're going to do the same thing that they've done with the other Forza games, where they're continuously going to add cars in the game as the game progresses. Something like a Forzathon, or a weekly Forzathon, I guess, if that makes sense, if you want to compare it to the Forza Horizon series. And yeah, they said that they're going to continuously add new cars in the game, so we'll be getting more and more things added into the game as we progress. So definitely looking forward to all of that. So that's pretty much what this video is about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. A lot of talking in this video. Like I said, if you want to see the full trailer itself and all the full gameplay video, I guess, the gameplay demo, you can click on the first 2 links in the description box below. It'll take you and you can watch them without me speaking over them. But that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely want to know your guys' opinions on this. Let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you want this process to be more difficult to get unlocks for your cars, to get upgrades for your cars? Or do you want it to be easy and everything just handed to you? I don't know. I feel like my opinion, I guess, is more valid than other people's opinions, with the proof that we've had before with other games, showing that if they give us everything at the very beginning, the game will get stale very quickly and it'll die. sooner. So if they want to keep this game up going for like the next 2 years at least, I think they have to. They have to do something like this and make the game last longer for players. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will definitely be playing this game as soon as I get my hands on it, but for now that's pretty much it. Again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.